So I'm not going to do too many of these videos anymore where I'm just kind of sitting down talking to the camera. But I have to say something because there's been an abnormal amount of deaths. You want to say something now? Go ahead.
Thank you for saving my mom.
Thank you for saving your mom? I saved your mom? From what?
From death.
Loneliness? So there's been an abnormal amount of deaths happening in the United States as far as people in general around the world, and then you know, with the pandemic, but then also like in America. You know what I'm saying? The death of John Lewis, Kobe Bryant, C.T. Vivian, you know, and even just recently Chadwick Boseman, right? There's been so many different... Can I talk to the camera without a lot of interruption?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
But Dad.
Yes.
Can I talk with you too if you need me too?
Yeah. So with all the deaths of like these legendary people, right? I've been thinking about, you know, just life, right? And like how we're using life. The last person that was like close to me who passed away was my grandfather. Last year, you guys know that I went to Baltimore for an emergency. You know, my dad was like, yo, grandfather's dying. You know, you gotta come and say, you know, your piece. And I went there like fully aware that I was gonna see my grandfather for the last time. What I wasn't expecting was for him to have so much to do before he died, right? So he died, and like he was on his deathbed, like making apologies and saying things that were like long overdue. And I was kind of in awe at like the way he communicated his perspectives and his thoughts to even like my grandmother, you know what I mean? And just like apologizing for not being, you know, that great of a husband, you know, during that time. You can stop trying to hide behind me. It's kind of freaking me out. So like him apologizing to my grandmother, him apologizing to some of his kids, him like making, you know, kind of like that moment of peace was just interesting to see. I'm watching this man die, and he's cracking jokes and he's saying stuff, and he's like, I'm ready to go home, but I have to say this, and I'm sorry for this. And I was just like, man, everyone doesn't actually have the opportunity to die that way. Like some people like just pass away in an instant. You know what I mean? Like you look at someone as iconic as Kobe Bryant and how he died on the helicopter, right? And his daughter and all the people who died with him. You think about that, and you just think about like someone like Kobe and someone like Chadwick, and then people like C.T. Vivian and John Lewis, and you know, even my grandfather, right, who lived, you know, like some of them did live long lives, but I feel like they lived full lives. Like knowing that Chadwick Boseman, you know, played the Black Panther, like played all these iconic roles. 21 Bridges was an amazing movie that we love to watch. Like he did so much in his last years, and he gave it all. And I'm like, man, I want to live my life to the fullest, because I don't know when, you know what I'm saying? Like how long I'm gonna, you know what I mean? So, I don't really want to open up Pandora's box right now, because if I start talking about, you know, that, then the kids might kind of freak out. But, you will freak out, won't you, Theo?
A little bit. He will protect his wife. Like, no.
Are you saying
He's
his life?
Say what? Wait. Protect your life. That's what Dad says.
Protect your life. So what I'm trying to do is more discover and searching for the understanding of what it means to be a good father. Fatherhood is what I'm committed to. It's my calling. It is what I feel like I am alive for. And you know, not everyone really has the understanding to know their purpose yet. Like some people are still trying to figure that out. And because I know my purpose, like right now, all I want to do is hit the target every single time. And so, all that being said, is that Beleaf in Fatherhood, the next video that comes out, we're gonna do seasons now. So we're gonna focus on seasons of life. And right now, I'm in the season of discovering what it means to be a good father. And I wanna give that right back to you as we have, but just better. So this next video that we're gonna put out next week is Yvette and I's 10-year anniversary. It's an elopement. And what that means is that we went out somewhere and we renewed our vows. A very small ceremony, but it was very special and it meant a lot. Here's a snippet of that.
I want to wake up in the morning and I want to notice you. I want you to see me on stage and I want you to notice you. I want our kids to see black love. And then
as we move forward, you can see that things are gonna start to look a lot different. But it's gonna be so much better. This is the beginning of the Good Father season, and I just want to make sure that when I die well, and I.
So, someone can't fight them. If they get hurt, they will shoot them.
What are you talking about? I'm excited for the conversations we're going to be having as a family and for the things that you guys are about to be seeing, but the production quality is going to be better. The merch is going to be even better. You guys really love the Love Collection, and so we're going to be dropping more merch soon. Actually, October 15th. Make sure you set your calendars for that day. Put some money aside for that. But everything, production, quality, everything about what we do is going to be so much better from this point on. And to introduce this whole Good Father season, we have a new intro, which is done by Stumblewell, aka Halise. If you guys follow her channel, she's an amazing filmmaker and producer, and she actually made our new intro for Beleaf in Fatherhood, and that looks like this.
hello, 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 look at me. I've been fresh, I've been walking with my savior. Yes, I'm trying to do my best. And look, I'm getting a bag of bombs, trying to shake about the flesh. When you see me, nothing's fresh. When you see me, you say hello.
Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Protect your life, keep your network popping. If you're fortunate enough to be doing life with someone else, make sure you watch this video with them, and if they're not around, share it with them. Theo, do you have anything to say?
No. I do.
Peace. Oh, Naya has something to say.
Okay. Someone has to fight someone.
Why? Why does everyone have to fight?
Because everyone has to fight the monster.
Okay. Okay. All right. Everyone say peace. 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 Peace.